for y'all.
I also watch myself because I perform for a lot of like kids events and charities and things like that too. I do. So it's just like
You
I
don't
gotta
think,
watch
but
myself.
at the same time, anything that we're saying, it's not like they haven't seen it on the Discovery Channel.
I mean,
and then
TikTok
at the
alone.
same time, yeah, TikTok, like they see it. I would rather me know that my hero got some stains on him than think that my hero is like the end all be all and shit. He never makes mistakes.
Yeah, trying to be something
You see
he
these
isn't.
religious people, they think Jesus Christ is perfect and shit. Like, what's
No,
wrong
he was
with
a
you?
fuck up.
Hey.
Who isn't?
Look at the old. And the people always figure in the Old Testament, before there was a New Testament, Jesus was like a little piece of shit. Like he was like robbing, he was stealing, he was making fun of people who were like disabled, like people he found better than him. Yo, if you really if you truly read the Bible and follow all that
The
shit,
first time I've ever heard those words uttered after talking about Jesus.
like nobody. It goes to show like nobody's perfect, not even Jesus Christ.
mean-
but the people put him on a pedestal like he was the greatest thing on earth. Yes,
You know what it is that us as human beings, in my opinion, we strive for perfection. When you make a song, when you do a yo-yo trick,
That's a whole fact.
we strive for perfection.
It's true.
So if we ever had to have an image to look up to, it would be that one, a perfect one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
it's comical. It's comical though. Nobody can be perfect,
Nobody.
Nobody.
It's impossible.
very impossible.
bro.
Because we're put into too many like challenging, like life tests us. Does it not?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
In different ways, you could be the happiest of all happy, but we're always tested. Whether it's personally, globally, we're always being tested, no matter what, day to day. And you can just sometimes just hit a wall as a person. You could think you happy, and then all of a sudden wake up one day like, where the fuck am I? What happened? How did one day from happy turn into depression? Like, you know what I mean? Like, suppression. That's
Speaking
all
of
suppression.
tests too, like we talked through the week. This week you had a personal test. This week you went
I
through
did.
like you went
did.
through a jungle of what should I do? Walking with that bitch with a machete, like
I did. I think, and the moral for me that I learned from that story is sometimes don't run, address. And then if you don't get what you want out of addressing it, then you know what? Make the decision that's best for you. Because I normally sometimes just get so overwhelmed because, with working and just people that need you and things like that, you just you can spread yourself too thin sometimes.
absolutely.
And sometimes you just have to sit back and be selfish and make decisions for yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you can't make nobody else happy.
Nope.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, nobody else around you is ever going to be happy if you yourself ain't happy, and they're relying on you for some bit of happiness, even though that's already kind of a shit show if you're depending on someone else to make you happy. So,
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure, so
Completely.
to speak.
Completely.
Like you have to make you happy before
Yeah,
you're
your
allowed to make
happiness-
anybody else happy.
your happiness does not derive on someone else ever. I learned that the hard way. I learned not that I've ever like relied on someone for happiness, but I feel like I've been kind of like, I used to be, not try to be politically correct, but it was just like I was always trying to be like, do things perfectly, and then that just makes you hit a wall eventually, because eventually you're like, wait a minute, I'm a fucking person. Like, I'm a whole person that has many different layers.